Oh my gosh, let's get down to business. Oh my gosh, this is not a drill. Okay, it's happening. It's happening, everybody. Peacock has just confirmed that Monk is getting a movie. Mr.Monk. That's it. Tony Shalhoub, one of the best actors in Hollywood who gets snubbed because he doesn't have the look like Brad Pitt, even though Brad Pitt is stank ugly. I think it's really interesting. All these guys who have the look are hideous. But Tony Shalhoub, he all right. He aight. Like, he is like the guy that is the best, one of the best actors in Hollywood, but you keep raising Brad Pitt and all these disgusting losers who are disgusting. But Tony Shalhoub gets nothing. I think that's really interesting. He gets looked over a lot. He was in Spy Kids. He was in Men in Black. He's like literally been put in prosthetics because he does not have the look of a leading man. And that's messed up because he is one of the best actors in Hollywood. If y'all don't know what Monk is about this dude that's like OCD. He's like afraid of a lot of things. And he's basically a private detective who wanted to be a cop or whatever, but he can't handle guns because he's got problems. He's got these tics. There are a lot of things. There's a lot of things that can't fly today, that would not fly from Monk, the show, today, because it's very ableist. There's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of jokes that would not work today. So I don't know how they're going to make a movie because that was a lot in there. But just a little quick rundown of Monk, because there's so many episodes. Literally, Snoop Dogg met Monk, Mr. Monk, literally. But he wasn't playing Snoop Dogg. He was playing somebody else. But Monk was such a good show. It was on around the time Psych was on and House and stuff. I hate House, by the way. I'm not going to do a video on House. I can't stand House. House is all right. Like, the show itself is all right. I hate House, the character. I hate all the characters on the show. All the women were treated horribly. Garbage, trash. The men were terrible, horrible, trash, garbage, sin dipped in misery. I'm never going to do a video on House. Maybe if you ask, maybe if you say you want to see a video on House, maybe, but it really will take a lot out of me to do that video. Mr. Monk does have some misogyny in it, does have a lot of things in it, but Mr. Monk, the show, Monk, is really good. I recommend y'all all watch it. It used to be on, I forgot what it was on, but it's really good right now. It's on like the crime show or whatever, like, you know, Murder, She Wrote channel, whatever that is. But it's literally about this dude who's got OCD. His wife dies and she doesn't die. She gets killed. And he's basically trying to solve her murder all while solving other crimes and whatnot. And he basically solves it in the end. It takes like a lot of seasons to get there, but it's like one of the best stories ever told. It's like one of those things where you see the kill at the beginning of Monk, when they first started making Monk, you could see who did the killing and Monk would have to prove it. But as time went on in later seasons, it didn't show who was the killer. So it would be more ambiguous. It would be more like, who's the killer? Who knows? But he's always like, here's what happened. And it shows how someone did the crime. And it was just like such a good show. Like, I'm not going to like spoil a lot for you because I really want you to watch it. It's a pretty long, it ran on for a pretty long while. Dude that plays Buffalo Bill is Leland Stottlemyre. Whoever got that reference when I was talking about who's this dude from Welcome to Raccoon City, Leland Stottlemyre, I used his picture on the thumbnail. Leland Stottlemyre is literally from Monk. He's a jerk. He's a loser. But still, it's just like such a good show. I just wanted to give you this really, really, really quick bit of Monk because I just wanted to let you know that there's a movie coming out. You need to start watching the show so you can watch the movie. 8 seasons are available on Peacock right now. I don't know if you have to actually like pay for Peacock Plus or whatever they call it or whatever, but it ran from 2002 to 2009. You're going to see that it's a little dated, but it's not too dated. You're going to literally be able to watch it and not have to worry about it being like too dated. Okay? Holy moly. Like I said, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. Tony Shalhoub is one of the best actors. I don't know about his personal life. I don't know about where he stands politically. I have no idea. All I know is he's a really good actor. He gets jumped over a lot for the Brad Pitt types who are garbage and symptom of misery, and we know where they align. They align with abusers and garbage. But Tony Shalhoub, I haven't seen him come out his neck and say anything crazy or reckless yet. So until then, he's got my vote. Like, honestly, like, I love Tony Shalhoub. He's like in the show called Marvelous Mrs. Maisel or something. And I don't even think he's like a main character. I think he's like a side character because I have yet to see him, and I stopped watching that show because it was so boring. But oh my gosh, this is not a drill. This is so exciting. I love Monk. I love Monk. Like, even though he's misogynistic, the character Monk is misogynistic. He is very misogynistic. He grows. He grows. He grows as a person. It's like awesome. He's forced to grow. People need to grow. We need to grow as people, but please watch Monk. I'm watching on Peacock. Peacock is turning crazy and they're making us have to pay for stuff. Super annoying, but please try to find Monk wherever you can. Watch the seasons, all of them. Let me know what you think of the show. If I were to describe Monk, like the show, it's like a murder mystery, kind of whodunit, kind of very camp. It's got campness. It's campiness. Like, you're gathered around the campfire. It's so camp. But it takes itself very seriously as well. And it's very wonderful. It's very wonderful in how it does this. There's rarely any nudity, rarely any cursing. It's very family oriented as much as it can be family oriented when people get killed and murders and stuff. It gets real though. It gets really real. Like, it gets super real. Like, Monk's wife, Trudy, you're going to hear that name a lot. So remember it. Like, literally gets blown up. Insane. And if you've watched it before, who do you like better, Sharona or Natalie? I personally like Sharona because she actually made Monk do stuff. Natalie was a pushover who had a daughter who pushed her over, and I hated it so much. Their relationship made me so unnerved. I was so mad. Hated it. But let me know what you think in the comments. I'm done.